what's going on, everybody? Roger's Base here with another episode of Japan Time. We should honestly call this episode North Korea Time because this is just an absolute mess this week. We decided to record this pretty last minute, but we've got the whole main cast here. We've got Shofu, Zeph, and Mr. Ricky Cocaine.
Ricky Cocaine!
Now, Ricky, could you tell them really quickly where you're recording from?
You don't expose me.
Huh?
You don't expose me like this, Roger.
All right, so basically, Ricky is recording from a toilet in his nearest hospital.
Calm down.
Oh my gosh. There are no secrets here, are there? Oh,
There are none. There are none. And joining us on this cello-breaking episode, we've got WarChamp7.
What's up?
And we also have Mike, who's in the background playing Sonic Mania.
I like arms.
Okay.
Okay, let's start, I guess, by talking about arms. Let's start by talking about arms. Let's start.
We got Medeiros too.
Oh, McDerrett's in here. What's going on, McDerrett?
Doing well. How are you guys doing?
All right, well, that is not the energy level we
I was
need.
about to say, what the hell? I need some energy. Turn up! Turn up! What are you doing?
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna introduce you again, McDerrett, but I'm gonna need you to turn it up to 11. So, hey, what's going on, McDerrett? Welcome to the show. How are you feeling today?
I'm doing well, everyone. What's up? How are you
Okay,
guys
let's go!
Dudes, I've missed this. Let's get it cracking.
It's been
Okay,
fun.
but
So
we still haven't gone over where Ricky is.
he's in the toilet of his nearest hospital.
I'm in a hospital bathroom, okay? So we got to do it right. We got to do it straight. Let's get to it, man. Because they're going to kick me the F out of here.
So the first thing I want to talk about, because this is literally breaking news when we're recording this, is the Japanese Arms Twitter account put up footage of what appears to be the new fighter that they were teasing last week, who is apparently codenamed Sweets in the actual files of the game. That is the character's codename. This character looks nothing like how I expected this character to look. I thought this character was going to be a cool candy cookie girl character, and it looks like this dude is just Helix with gum, like bubble gum, or what is that on his head? I don't even know what this is. What am I looking at, Mike?
Arms, the best game on the Nintendo Switch. No one?
Is nobody's playing Arms, really?
Bro,
If
what?
I could-
There's literally no viewership for Arms on Twitch at all. Like, not that Twitch is the only place that matters, obviously, but it's a good indicator on who's watching what games at what times. And I don't know, bro. Arms is looking a little
ass.
Okay, I just looked up Arms on Twitch. There's a clean 11 viewers total.
Total?
The game. Total across the entire website.
I mean, it's weird to me because I feel like there'd be a lot of people who are getting ready for Evo Japan, and like because it's sort of a game that Nintendo's standing behind, you'd think there'd be a lot of people in the Smash Brothers community who know they're never going to win Melee tournaments, who would go, you know what, I'm going to resign the fact that I'm never going to win, and I'm going to play some Arms instead.
None of that makes the game good, though. I don't give a fuck about any of that if I can't.
Is it popular
enjoy
in
the game.
Japan?
Yeah, it's pretty popular in Japan,
I heard
and
it
it also
sold a
sold
million.
really well.
Yeah,
it sold really well.
Oh yeah, it sold well, but that never means the game is
why
good.
did it sell Street Fighter 5
Competitively,
so
anyways.
What were you saying, Zeph?
It outsold Street Fighter 5.
Did it really?
I'm pretty sure.
Because you got look, it's not. There's nothing crazy about that to me. It Arms appeals to everybody, casuals, old people, children. Street Fighter is mostly for the competitive fighting game guy.
I just got like an image in my head. You said old people like Arms, and I got an image in my head of this old horny dude, like an old.
Why does
horny
he have to be
grandpa
horny?
sitting-
What?
Just listen to what I'm gonna say.
No, I will not
it's going
listen.
somewhere.
I will not
listen.
listen.
I got this image of like an old horny grandpa turning on the TV and seeing a commercial for Arms, and it's Twintel, and you just see her like her big on it, and he's going, "I need to buy this game," and he ends up buying Arms. That's the immediate image that went in my head.
Hey, Ricky. Hey, wait, Ricky, that's your man's, bro.
That's the kind of episode we're having tonight?
That's your man's, Ricky.
Okay.
Ricky, that's your man. Ricky, that's your man. Ricky, is that
the same dude?
Is that your boy?
Sent us that picture talking about. Well, I guess I'm a rabbit effort. I don't know what's going on with Roger lately.
Wait, that's not me. That's shit. No. Time out. That was Shizzy. That was no. Hold on. Wait. That was Izzy who brought up the conversation last episode about
Okay, but
Lola
you
Bunny.
DM'd us
And
that
we
picture.
all were in agreement. Yeah, but we were all in agreement that yes, Lola Bunny is clean.
Okay,
We all
but-
agreed.
Okay, but we didn't make that picture like you did. What?
Oh my gosh, gee.
I'm gonna have to edit that DM inside this episode. I'm gonna have to.
Oh,
So-
well, you know what though? It just seems point blank period that ARMS is not going to be the next Splatoon. Nintendo doesn't have a hit with this IP. I don't know if an ARMS 2 is going to do better, but like,
I don't think they're gonna make an ARMS 2. I mean, they've already said they're gonna keep making DLC characters and they're gonna keep adding to it. I mean, ARMS is at EVO Japan, which is gonna be a pretty huge deal. I think that's gonna be like a big moment for the game because I think there's gonna be a lot of people who are gonna see the metagame who maybe thought there's nothing to it, and they're gonna see something similar to what happened at E3 with Mr. Yabuki, and they're gonna go, "Oh man, I actually really want to pick up this game." And by that point, I mean there'll be new fighters, there'll be new arenas, and I mean the one thing about ARMS that Smash Brothers doesn't have is Nintendo's actually putting money behind ARMS, whereas like they're sort of shuffling off Smash Brothers to the side like they always have. So if anything, I mean it might just become popular due to them actually pushing it.
I don't know. I feel like competitively ARMS is a flop, but obviously the sales say it's not a flop otherwise. But competitively, I don't think people want to
Yeah.
play it.
The
I know I
community's pretty
don't.
strong.
I mean, yeah, it could be strong if it wants
The
to be
Discord's
strong,
pretty
you know what I'm
popular.
saying? But, you know what I'm saying? I don't
The
know.
most important thing for communities is making content.
Yeah, nobody makes
Yeah, there's
ARMS
not
content.
a lot of that.
No, nobody cares about, like, I don't know. It's weird. I played ARMS
give
for like
a-
about a week and made some content, and I was just like, no, I'm done with this.
Yeah.
I'll give a shout out really quickly though to the ARMS Punch Club in the UK because they actually are making really good content, and it's sort of like they're writing editorials breaking down the characters and the different types of arms, and they are doing a really good job. And I know they're not getting a lot of credit because just like you guys said, no one else is really making ARMS content. So yeah, if you guys look up the ARMS Punch Club in the UK, I think I follow them on Twitter. I could put a link in the description, but they're doing a really good job. So if you like ARMS and you want to see some more cool ARMS related things, then check them out. But we're going to stop talking about ARMS for a bit. We are instead going to move the topic to Pokemon.
Can I say what I
Because-
think about ARMS real quick?
Wait.
Yeah, go ahead,
Martin,
of
Can
course.
you come close to the microphone?
Yeah, you sound weird, bro.
Me or Roger?
You.
You.
I can turn myself up.
That's
You
fine,
just
right?
sound- yeah, yeah.
You
I
don't.
know.
It's not even your volume. You just, your mic sounds funny.
I got a new one.
Yeah, it sounds like ass.
That might be it.
Shit.
You'll be
My
fine.
thoughts on ARMS. If I could refund a digital game, I would.
Straight up, tell them.
There you go.
That's why I buy all my shit physical. I sold that
Yeah.
shit the day before Max Brass came out.
It's just not like competitively speaking. Like I was shilling the game. I have a problem with shilling these damn games that I don't like it eventually.
Okay,
but
I wasn't feeling poking.
okay,
I was even
I
chilling.
still
I
like
was chilling ARMS.
I
was
still like
this looks it could be
Pokken.
good.
I still like Pokken, but ARMS, it's not even fun for me to watch. I can watch Pokken all day.
Dang.
I might not like playing it, but I can watch it. ARMS, it's just not. It's not deep enough. Like there's nothing going on besides punching and dodging and blocking and grabbing. That's it. That's literally
And
what
it's
other.
not even good.
You can jump too. Sorry, I forgot about jumping. Excuse me.
Yeah.
That's it. Like it's just not. People don't want to watch it or play it.
On top of that, shitty controls. The guard button is like
You
why
gotta
is it
push
that?
in on the stick to block. What kind of or cross your hands? Like what kind of shit?
Well, it works pretty well with motion control. I think. I don't think
I'm
it
past the
works that bad.
controls. I'm past the controls. I don't care about the controls. I just don't want to watch the shit.
Yeah.
Like, and it's not like I had the most open mind like of all time going into the game. I loved it. I love playing it. It was fun as hell. I just
Yeah.
played it for
I think a
week.
lot of us got the chance to play it at those preview events, and we were like,
Yeah.
"Oh, this is really cool." And then when we actually got the game, we're like, "Oh, there's not much more to it than just this."
They released it super bare bones too. It's like a couple of garbage mini games, a horrible doubles mode, like one of the worst things probably about the
Why
game.
am I attached to my teammate? What the that shit is
Yeah.
terrible. Why do I gotta take a fucking 10th of my health because you got hit and thrown? Like what kind of that's actually disgusting.
I don't know, man. There's missed potential.
Since they're updating
What
it,
in the world?
Okay.
Cut this
since-
out in
since
editing.
They're updating it. They can definitely change things and make it better. Like there's a lot of room for ARMS the girl. Like I was happy it was at EVO Japan because like the scene definitely needs something to push
Yeah.
it off.
First impressions are the most important, all right?
Yeah, because I don't even have the game anymore. It's too late
Right,
for me.
it's too late. Zeph is never going to play that game again. I'm telling you right now, no matter how good they make it.
Well, if it's a sequel.
Neither am I. Maybe if they have a sequel, yeah.
Yeah, maybe
But
like 10
As
years.
of right
legs.
now, I'm never playing the actual normal ARMS game competitively ever again. I don't give a fuck about that game. I'll play with some friends if I'm at a party or something. You know how the Switch commercials. You know, take your Switch to the skate park and whip it out, and everybody chills and plays
Play on Snake Park.
yeah. So I'll do that.
Yeah, but that's actually like let's talk about how that's actually the worst arena in the entire game. That Snake Park is easily the worst stage in the
I
entire
don't know
game.
how they put that on ranked, bro. They took it
They
out.
took
though.
it out,
They took
right?
It out. They took it out. Yeah.
They took it
so
out.
At least they listened to the players.
Yeah. And I think they're going to continue to do that. I mean, like I said, Nintendo is really backing it. I think they think that ARMS can become the next Splatoon. And kind of like what you were just mentioning is like the game debuted and it was kind of bare bones. And they're still adding new modes. They added like that new training stuff a couple weeks ago. Now they're teasing this new character, this Sweets character or whatever. And it's weird. It's like they did this with Splatoon, and they did this with Splatoon 2, to be honest, too. It's like Splatoon 2 right now, how many maps are in Splatoon 2 total? Like 8?
Not even,
No.
like 6.
Not even. Yeah, so there's Splatoon 2 is still bare bones as well. And I think there's this new mentality they have of, okay, well, we'll just release the game early
Yeah.
so people have something to play to get the people like involved in it and learning the basics. And then finally, as the game progresses, we'll develop things along with the community. So we'll make more stages, more characters, more outfits if it's in the role of Splatoon, and we just keep going from there.
I just feel like though it works for Splatoon because the game itself is just. I could sit there for a couple hours and play it. ARMS, I'm tired of it in 30 minutes. I don't know. It's different.
And Splatoon can release a lot of small stuff over time where ARMS has to do the big stuff like new characters.
Yeah.
I don't think that's necessarily the case. So I mean, ARMS, like I said, they just added those training modes. They added like those extra features. They can add small things like that I don't think would take a lot of development time and would still be able to like bring more people into the game. It might not necessarily be the competitive scene, but would bring more casual players into playing it. Like if they added more of like the weird sports themed mini games and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
That's
Headlock
the
Scramble's
thing,
really
like-
fun.
The casual side, I think, is perfectly fine.
Yeah.
That's what they were trying. But it doesn't seem like that's their target audience entirely. Like they obviously want to have some kind of competition.
Well, I think we're done talking about ARMS for the time being, because I feel like we're just kind of going in circles at this point. I do want to briefly touch on Splatoon 2, because we were just talking about Splatoon. Because Japan time, we had the Ketchup versus Mayo Splatfest. Now, first I want to ask, what team was everybody?
Ketchup.
Ketchup.
Always Mayo.
You were the only person then who was Mayo, Ricky.
In so many ways, but one.
Okay. Well, Mayo won. So your team actually ended up winning the Splatfest, which was unbelievable to me, considering the fact that there were so many people on Team Ketchup. But I want to ask you guys, because maybe you might have more
That's
information.
probably
on
why
this or
Team Ketchup
something.
lost, because there's more scrubs in one
Yeah.
place.
Maybe.
You
But
know,
did
little
I-
Timmy saw ketchup, and I was like, "Oh, I love
Right,
that."
man.
You got
My
robbed.
man, little Timmy just had some chicken nuggets with some ketchup, man.
Yeah.
It was like, I gotta be on Team Ketchup.
Hey, do I sound weird as fuck?
Who is
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, who's that?
War champ in his ascended form.
I didn't even know that was him.
I've got Super Saiyan.
Oh.
I plugged in my Yeti and it sounds like fucking.
Ew!
I don't know what happened, dude.
Oh,
You sound like
no.
second form Frieza,
Yo, I gotta
bro.
go, 'cause this is too much.
This is
This is
what?
out of control.
He
You
sounded
actually
like
sound like a Super Saiyan.
I don't know what happened, man.
He sounds like he's going back in time.
This is the same mic I used last episode, and it's like it sounds like this now.
Who is that?
I didn't
Who's
even know.
talking?
I literally didn't even know who that was. They called him War Champ 7.8.
Oh my gosh.
I'm Broly now.
That's War Champ 7,000,
Stop
man.
it.
You're bro.
Yo, that's too much. World champ out of control.
Okay.
Just put your other mic
Yeah,
back
let's-
in. It's not
I
that
think
bad.
we should keep
Oh,
going
yeah,
forward.
I'm going back.
Please.
All right, let's. You go back. We're gonna keep moving forward. We're gonna move past the Splatoon 2 talk. Then we're gonna move past the ARMS talk. Let's talk about the
And
thing
this
that everybody
is to go even further beyond.
Please.
All right.
is this.
What the? Get me out of here.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
People in the chat are saying "say Kakarot."
Don't do it.
Kakarot.
Hey, that's kind of clean. Hey, you might want to. Hey, just keep it. Just keep it, War Champ.
That mic, just keep that mic for just 2 more
keep that
seconds.
mic,
It's
man.
out of control.
Yeah, you don't need to change
What
it at
if-
this point. It's
What
fine.
if I drop my voice on top of this though? What if I talk even deeper?
What
You
even
just-
happened? How does the Blue Yeti do that?
I don't fucking know what happened, dude.
That's kind of clean.
You sound like you could be a radio announcer or something, man.
A little bit. Say,
Yeah.
actually, I want you to say one thing. Can you say one thing from a War Champ? Say, let's get right into the news.
Please, God.
And let's get right into the news.
Oh my gosh.
I'm
it's
liking it.
weird.
Pretty good.
Stop it. Stop it.
I'm liking it.
I'm done.
Sound kind of clean.
Chumble in the chat says, dude, it's Markiplier.
All
All
I'm
right, so
back
we're
to
gonna-
now.
Yeah, we're going to move forward. Let's talk instead about Pokemon, because there's really not a lot to talk about regarding Pokemon. Since the last episode, we were told that there was going to be some more Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon news. Everybody was getting excited. People waited up to see the new Koro, and then we ended up getting Dusk Form Lycanroc.
Okay, I gotta
what is there
roast
to
him.
say? Go ahead, please do.
No, I'm
please.
playing. Okay, first of
No,
all, right, as a new Pokemon, I'm perfectly fine with it. That's fine. It's not the Pokemon that I have the problem with. It's the design. That's it. It's literally the design. I said I didn't like the design. Every single person in my comment section, well, not everybody, the people that disagreed with me that, saying that I didn't like it, they all said, but it, like, they were basically explaining to me what the Pokemon was supposed to be. Like, I didn't
Okay.
fucking know already. I
The
know
Sun
what
and
it's
Moon
supposed
Defense
to be.
Force is
Right.
some of the worst
I
shit on the
fucking
internet.
know what it is. It's obvious. They said what it is. It's Duskform Lycanroc. It looks like it's transitioning from, the midday to midnight.
Midnight,
I
yeah.
get it. Like,
Yeah.
it's not complicated. I'm not like, I can fucking read. That was their only defense. But Shofu, it's supposed to be that. Like, duh. But it doesn't matter.
Doesn't change the fact that this
Right.
looks like shit.
It doesn't look like a new form. It looks like Lycanroc with some fucking mango slices
Compare
on it. Like,
every other form, like Cast Form, even Wormadam. They all have way cooler looking forms, more
Right.
different. Not a recolor with some spikes.
it does not
Yeah.
look like it's they're not going to call that a new form, and it looks very, very, very similar to a previous form. It looks like almost identical to midday Lycanroc. Like, they didn't make it look like a combination of the two as much as they should have. That's my problem with it. And it's not hype to see that. Like, it doesn't look. It's like
Yeah.
a bad look. It doesn't look good.
The
So,
only cool news that came from that trailer was the battle theme is different.
right,
That's
people are literally judging the entirety of the game on what we've seen. We've seen the legendaries with some Necrozma armor on, and we've seen a very, very slightly changed Lycanroc. That's it. That's all we got.
Keep in mind these are the same people that were complaining about getting too much information. So
Right.
It's like,
Yeah.
Hasn't there been...
That's the weird thing about this whole game, too. It's like, we know that Worlds is coming up this weekend. They always announce something at Pokemon Worlds. And I feel like I'm not even excited. Like, no matter what they announce, they could announce a new Mega. They could announce, like, a Mimikyu form, which is probably what they're going to announce. And I am not feeling it at all. And I feel like there was such potential for Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon to be these really cool, unique games. And yeah, there's still time. They can still show us something. I mean, like you brought up before we even started recording, Zeph, I feel like they didn't say anything about Black and White 2 before that game came out. And then it ended up coming out and ended up being one of the best. So there's still time. This game could still be good. But yeah, I mean, just based on the Dusk Lycanroc form and all these other potential new forms, I'm not excited. I'm ready for the next generation, or I'm ready for, like, whatever they're gonna do on Switch.
Oh wait.
But you still get
Why
it,
do
right?
people think there's gonna be a new Mimikyu form?
Wasn't there that thing that looked like a Z move
Yeah.
Mimikyu was using?
no, there was a
Why does that mean he's gonna have a new form?
a year ago almost now. There were files that showed an extra Lycanroc form, which is now Dusk, and an extra Mimikyu form, which we don't know about yet.
Okay.
I'm curious what that Mimikyu form will be. If it's like his true form, like what's underneath, or I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, Mimikyu's on. Go ahead.
There's a third Lycanroc form, which I tweeted about this a year ago. There's a third Lycanroc form, which is Dusk, and 2 more Mimikyu forms trademarked. So there's that.
Okay.
Is there a name for the trademark of Mimikyu?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We were gonna have this discussion before the show, and then Shofu, you were like, save it for the podcast. So I want to ask you guys, like, what do you expect out of Pokemon Switch? Because right now, clearly, none of us are hyped for Sun and Ultra Moon.
I'm not even gonna touch that subject, dude. They can do anything it's a console. They can do actually anything now. Like, I don't expect anything because there's too much to think about.
The one thing they did say, did anyone watch the video where they talked about like the NeoGaf posts and stuff?
Mm-mm.
They're responding to comments and shit from years ago. Look, they're like, we're doing it now, from like NeoGaf and GameFAQs posts. One thing they did reply to was, one dude said, I just want an open-ish world Pokemon game on a console, and then Masada replied to it and said, we're working on it now.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be amazing if we ended up getting an open world Pokemon game with like all the regions and all the Pokemon.
They said
I really like that idea.
It could be Masada just being Masada and talking about the game itself being on a console and ignoring the open world part, but I don't know.
I mean, going back to what you were saying a couple podcast episodes ago, it's like if they want to go open-ish and they still want to connect to that nostalgic fan base they brought back with Pokemon Go and with this little Magikarp game and everything, they could easily just throw you in the middle of Pallet Town and then say, hey, you can go to Johto or you can go to Kanto. Where do you want to go? Where do you want to start? And then you go through both of the regions in your own order, at your own pace. Going through whichever route you start with naturally progresses you and like levels up the Pokemon in the wild. And I don't know, that would be kind of cool. I'd like that.
Yeah, it would be all right. I think like the only open-ish world Pokemon game is Red and Blue and Yellow, the original ones.
Yeah.
Since you can pick whichever gyms you want to after the third one.
Yeah, so it'd be cool to go back to those.
Hello. Okay, it is working now.
You're
Cool.
quiet
That's
again.
Rock looks like I sounded before.
Yeah, you're quiet. You're quiet.
Now you're just super quiet.
Yeah.
You're fine on the stream. I got you turned up a little bit.
All right, cool, good.
But yeah, Dust Lycanroc, man. Does anybody here disagree with that?
No.
No,
I wanted Midnight Lycanroc to be a dark type. If that's so hard.
They should have been. They should have been more drastic.
My question is, what would you have wanted it to look like?
I don't know. It doesn't matter. It doesn't. It's not even. See, that's the thing. It's not about what I want it to look like. I don't want it to look like anything. I just don't want it to look like that. I don't want it to look. I don't want it to look. Yeah, it's like.
You gotta do
it's like they take the Lycanroc and they just put a hoodie on him and some sneakers. It's still the same Pokemon.
I mean, it really does.
Different.
It looks like a Smash recolor. Honestly, is what it looks like.
It's not about what I want.
Spike on his head.
Yeah, and everybody's always it's just those people that say you should be grateful you got any news at all. I am. I like that we got news. I like that there's a new form of Lycanroc. But wait, I don't like its design. It's just the design. It's the only thing I don't like about it.
No. The worst part about all of this is it's not even a Pokemon you can get normally. It's event only.
Right. And then, like,
wait,
I don't.
what?
Yep.
It's event only, bro.
You cannot catch a Rockruff in the wild and have it evolve into this. It has to be the one that you get from the event when the game releases.
That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life.
It's not even like an actual Pokemon.
What?
And not only that,
I didn't know that side of this.
It's not even good. Like,
it's like Ash Greninja.
Right.
They gave it fucking counter and Accelerock, and then it has a new ability. That's it. It's probably if it doesn't have any new moves aside from that, it's still ass. I still don't care. Like it's such an underwhelming Pokemon for them to hype up as a new form in an event Pokemon.
Yeah.
That's why I don't fucking like it. It has nothing to do with I am happy that we got news. I'm happy that, they said something finally. I'm not happy that the design looks like they fucking accidentally spilled some orange juice on it. I'm not happy that it's event only when it's not even anything special. Like, it's fucking trash.
It doesn't even get good moves or abilities.
It has Tough Claws. Tough Claws is pretty good, but other than that, it's just fucking ass. And since it's event too, somebody just made the point in the chat, since it's an event mon, it's probably not going to get any egg moves either.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
This Pokemon about to be some ass.
Stupid.
Oh my god. Oh my. Hey, what's this man's name? J-Man Ultra. Hey, that is a very, very good point, bro. I didn't even think about that.
What we all wanted was a Lycanroc with no Garden Stone Edge. That's all.
I mean, that would have been good. That actually would have been cool.
See, I'm just looking at this. I'm just looking at this from both sides, man. I'm looking at this from the casual side and the competitive side. Competitively, it sounds disappointing.
Exclusively from the casual side, so I'm with.
That's fine, yeah. Competitively, it sounds like ass, and then looking at it, it looks like ass. Like, what am I supposed to do? I just don't understand.
Like, what do you think they could announce then for Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon that gets you excited about the game?
That's
because now it seems like we're all just blah.
It doesn't matter. It does not matter. It just, what they do reveal cannot be some bullshit. That's it. That's all I'm saying. I don't care what they reveal. I'm happy when they reveal anything at all. But when if they're gonna reveal something, it can be some ass. That's all I'm saying. It doesn't matter what they could have made Lycanroc look like. It doesn't matter what I would have made him look like, because I don't have an opinion on that. I just have an opinion on what I see.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck what they do as long as it's not some garbage, man. What the hell? I don't know, man. It's just, I'm just getting angry again.
I hope they just try and spite you, and the next reveal is a Pokemon called some ass. Looks like two butt cheeks or something like that. I would really pay for it, man. But let's just wait and see, man.
Well, then while we're on the topic of wolves, I want to bring up something that happened recently within the Pokemon community. Oh, I'm going to do it. So that's how it is. So moving right along from that topic, let's move to the topic of Pikmin. Because, Zeph, you were actually talking about Pikmin on Twitter, and I was wondering what caused you to start talking about this.
Legit, just because I was playing Pikmin 1. And
one of my best tweets.
I really wanted Pikmin on the Switch. I don't know. I feel like... Have you played the Wii Pikmin?
Do you mean with the Wii controls?
Yeah.
Yeah,
because the Switch could pull that off. It would be great. I don't know. I just really want another Pikmin game. Because they said Pikmin 4 has been done, or like almost done. And we haven't heard anything about it ever since then.
Yeah. Did you play Hey Pikmin?
I played like 30 minutes of it. I didn't like it.
Then what do you want out of Pikmin 4 is my other question.
I just want another Pikmin. Like regular Pikmin. Hey Pikmin is like a little kid platformer. I just want a strategy game.
Then we're going to move away from Pikmin because clearly the only one who cares about this is me and Zeph. And we're going to jump back to Splatoon 2. Oh, Mike. Okay, so Mike, what do you want from the next Pikmin game?
Huh? Online versus mode.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Oh, that would be
online bingo battle.
Boy, you look.
I loved Bingo Battle in Pikmin 3. I thought Pikmin 3 and Pikmin 2 both had awesome multiplayer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would definitely want that. But Warchamp, I see you in the chat. You said I want to get mad about Splatoon 2 at some point. This is your point. So let's hear it. Get mad about Splatoon 2. I want to know what's on your mind.
How the fuck did they screw it up?
So you got to be more specific.
Wait. They screwed it up?
Because I like Splatoon 2.
I love Splatoon 2, and they had one fucking job, man. Give us the first game with spectator mode. That's all they had to do.
I thought they had. Didn't they have it?
They did do that. And that's great. And like they took all the specials in the game, and all the specials are like good now. Like like fucking Kraken and Inkzuka and all that shit. All the specials in Splatoon 1 were fucking bullshit. All the new ones in Splatoon 2 are like fair versions of the Splatoon 1 specials. Like Baller is basically Kraken, except like you're out there and not completely invincible. Inkjet is like Inkzuka, but you're actually like have to put yourself out there, and like there's a counter to it, and like there's counterplay to all the specials, and like they're good now and they're balanced and it's great. And all of that just adds up to me being more upset by the fact that they somehow took the shitty ass garbage tier fucking 2002 dial-up internet netcode bullshit in Splatoon 1. Not only did they take that over to Splatoon 2, but they did that, and then they also made it worse. And that just tilts me so fucking hard.
Get them!
Wait, I know how they made it worse, but you should...
Yeah, please explain.
Splatoon 1 was peer-to-peer 25 tick. That means that every single player in the game connected to every single other player in the game and was like telling every single other player what they were doing. That's really awful on like a cheating standpoint, but we're not even going to get into that. It's also awful just from like an actual internet netcode way, because that means you are now telling, instead of telling like a server what you're doing once, you're telling 7 different people what you're doing 7 times. So like you have to send out all this extra data, and like it makes lag even more of a problem, because if you're lagging, then like it's not that like every single other player sees you lagging, it's that all your shit is now just completely fucked. And Splatoon 1 was 25 ticks, which means the actual, even though your game is running at 60 frames per second, as far as the actual match is concerned, it's running at 25 frames per second in Splatoon 1. In Splatoon 2, they dropped that even farther, which is absolutely fucking ludicrous. They dropped it down to 16. So even though your game is running at 60 frames per second, the actual match itself is only carrying about 16 frames per second, which means 27% of the stuff that you do actually happens when you did it. Anytime you shoot a bullet, anywhere from 0 to 4 frames, it happens. Completely random, just based on when the fuck you did it.
Dang.
If you push the trigger like 17 milliseconds too late, it doesn't matter, because you have like a fucking 80 millisecond window that the game just doesn't give a shit about, because the game doesn't update fast enough for it.
Nintendo's so bad at online.
And it pisses me off even more because Nintendo's gonna fucking charge for this shit.
Right.
They charge us money to play on this garbage.
I'm not spending
We're
a
gonna
fucking
have to pay
dime.
money every single month to not even use their fucking servers. They just have a matchmaking server, dude. You just connect to the server and it's just like, here, play these people, and then you connect to those people. There's no Nintendo dedicated servers. There's nothing. You're paying.
I'm glad you brought that up, because that immediately wants to take me to another point, which is that like the fact that we are eventually going to be paying for this is why I believe Nintendo will fix this. I think this is something that like they realize they've never done a paid service before, and I think they know that if people had to pay for what we're getting right now, nobody would pay. People would be so angry at them.
I hope not.
It has to be. I mean, it has to be the case.
Oh,
I can't imagine they wouldn't fix it.
I'm not done, by the way.
Get them.
Please continue.
Get them.
Get them.
So on top of the netcode not only being shit, but made shittier from the first one, there's fucking input delay on the game now.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, I saw that Japanese post with like the
Joy-Cons lag, the Pro Controller lags more than the Joy-Cons, and the Pro Controller lags even more if you plug it in with the wire. The wired Pro Controller has more input delay than the wireless Pro Controller.
That's actually
How is that even possible?
I don't fucking know, dude. Some Japanese player literally posted a video of them with their Pro Controller elastic to their gamepad Wii U, and they had Splatoon 1 on the left screen and Splatoon 2 on the right screen, and he literally just took the gamepad and tilted it up and down. Splatoon 1, fucking instant, and Splatoon 2, you could literally see it delayed. It was so fucking garbage. I can't believe it, dude. It makes me so mad, because like the actual gameplay itself is like so much better than Splatoon 1, which was already really fucking good, and then they just like took a steaming hot shit on top of it. It makes me so sad. Like, I'm mad because I want to love it so much, and they just did these things that it's just like, it's like they don't care. And then like it tilts me even more because the fucking reveal trailer for the NX literally had Splatoon in a stadium. Like, they literally like the first time we ever saw anything for this game was them saying esports, and like they made it less competitive. Like, they made it worse to play in a competitive setting.
War Champ.
Yes.
I don't know anything about this. Is it even possible for them to fix it?
I don't know. It depends on why this stuff's happening. They can absolutely, I mean,
if it's the hardware, no.
Yeah, if this is literally a hardware problem, then I think they're just fucked. I don't know if input delay can be fixed. That online netcode can absolutely certainly be fixed, but like with the game out, if like depending on how they designed the netcode, that could be like impossible or incredibly difficult to
see
fix.
This terrifies me, because I'm not really thinking about Splatoon. Like, I love playing Splatoon, but I'm not concerned about competitive play Splatoon. What I am concerned about is when we eventually get Smash Brothers on the Switch, and if we face input delay and things of this nature in that game. because I always assumed that if we were going to get like a Smash on Switch, even if it was a port of the Wii U version, that it would be superior. And how it sounds to me from the way you're describing it is that the online play of this one is inferior to that of the original Splatoon.
The same thing happened with Mario Kart.
Man,
the online play, like, I don't get it, because like, it's the online play could be the same as Splatoon 1. It's literally just a number they have to set, and it's just going to mean that you have to send more data to all 7 people. Like it's literally just a bandwidth thing. So like that's a number, like, and the Splatoon 2 global test fire, the tick rate was at 12.5. So they literally cut the tick rate in half from Splatoon 1 to the Splatoon 2 test fire, and then they bumped it up slightly since then to 16. But it's still lower than Splatoon 1, which was, mind you, already incredibly low. Like, for a shooter game to not be running at a 60 hertz tick rate is like basically unheard of. Like, fucking Dreamcast games did that. Like, fucking Quake on the Dreamcast did this.
dang.
Back, like dial-up can handle 60 tick rate peer-to-peer, and yet they're like, oh no, we got to keep it down. We gotta keep things conservative here.
Well, then, I mean, if that's what they're saying, though, if they're saying like, oh, we got to keep it down, then it does sound like something they can actually fix.
They can't fix it, but the question is, why would they drop it from Splatoon 1 if this wasn't like a super deliberate, this is what we're doing, deal with it kind of thing? Like, that's what I don't get, and that's why it gets me so heated. And it's like, I just don't get it. And for your other point about Smash for Switch, Smash for Wii U does have input delay. It's 5 or 7 frames. It's 7. And it's garbage, and I hate it.
Yeah.
Street Fighter 5 shit.
You got to fucking predict what's going to happen to you because you can't react.
Yeah. Everyone at this point is just like used to it, but it's probably the main reason I can't play the game, because it just doesn't feel responsive to me, and I need that.
Well, while we're on the for Switch, I do want to bring this up because Zeph, you and I had this conversation on Twitter a couple days ago, and I sort of want to gauge the rest of the cast's thoughts on this. By the way, welcome to the show, UltraNick24. He's joining us now.
Hello, I was waiting for you guys to finish in order to say something. Man, what's good?
That's my boy.
That's it. That's why. That's my job as host, is to intro you in. That's my job. Otherwise, I would be failing at my job if I wasn't able to do that. So welcome. Welcome. Do you have any thoughts really quickly before we jump to the next topic on Splatoon 2, the Pokemon news, or anything related to ARMS? Any thoughts whatsoever?
Y'all pretty much said everything that I was thinking pretty much. Y'all can go right ahead to the next one.
All right. That sounds good to me.
I want to add in, as someone that didn't play Splatoon 1, but have been playing a lot of Splatoon 2, I get Warchamp's, like, why he's upset, but for me, I'm enjoying the game a lot.
Yeah,
I still love the game. Like, I still play it.
A super competitive player thing.
Yeah, I still love Splatoon 2, obviously. I mean, I think I put like 70 or 80 hours to the game already. I'm loving it. But also thank you to Warchamp for linking that video, because I will definitely edit that in.
Yeah, I've probably dumped 100 hours in already, and I'm like, I'm not going to stop playing it. Like, I don't hate the game because of this. I just, it upsets me so much that, like, there's so much potential for this to be, like, so much more than it is. And, like, especially after they made all these really good changes to the game. It's like, I don't know. We got Nintendo'd again. Like, that's basically the sum of all of it, is we got Nintendo'd.
Well, going back on the topic of being Nintendo'd, we're talking about the Nintendo World Championships next, because this is what I was talking about, that conversation with Zeph on Twitter. At the last Nintendo World Championships, when they did this at E3 2 years ago, we got the announcement of Earthbound Beginnings coming to Virtual Console, as well as the announcement of everybody's favorite 3DS game, Metroid Prime Federation Force. Though at the time, during the World Championships, they didn't even call it that. They just called it Blast Ball and pretended that it wasn't even the Metroid IP. Now, since the last time we did Japan Time, it has been announced that in October there's going to be a new Nintendo World Championships. JC, our friend over at Treehouse, friend of the show, is going to be running it, which is kind of cool. He's been talking about that a lot on Twitter. Yeah, so that's really cool. And apparently, people are expecting some type of new game reveal at this. It's going to take place in New York City on October 7th. There are going to be sort of like preliminary rounds where you could try to enter for yourself at your local Best Buy. I don't have the exact dates for that, but I'll put them up on the screen during the actual video. And so I wanted to ask you guys, this has been out for a while. We already sort of talked ad nauseum about how the community seems sort of dead for that right now, and it needs the revitalization of something like Evo Japan. Do you think the time is now for the announcement of Smash for Switch? Do you think that they're going to pull a wizard like they did back in the 90s where they showed off for the first time Super Mario Brothers 3 during the Nintendo World Championships. Do you think they're going to say, all right, next up is Smash Brothers, and then they hand everybody Joy-Cons?
I don't think Smash is really good for what the Nintendo World Championships is.
So they did Smash at the Nintendo World Championships in 2015.
No, like a new Smash.
Okay. So then, if I'm gonna redirect the question then. If it's not Smash, what new game announcement do you think will happen at this year's? If you had to predict.
When is this?
October 7th.
Yeah.
Okay, because I want to say if it's after Pokken releases, I could see them doing it because it seems like they don't want to talk about it till like ARMS, Splatoon, and Pokken are all out.
Right, and Pokken's out in September, so we're good in that front. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
I was thinking that like they already announced it, but I was thinking that Kirby game they were talking about, the one that's supposed to be on the 3DS.
Fighters? Yeah.
I forgot all about that.
Yeah.
That actually makes a lot of sense considering they said they're waiting to the end of the year for that game. We know nothing about it. We didn't see it at E3. Yeah, I mean that's a good prediction. We could end up getting that Kirby game, especially if it's like a 4-player. What did they say? It was like a 4-player action game?
Like an action fighter or something like that.
Yeah.
I
could see that being it.
And watch it won't have online.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, they probably won't put online in it. I mean, to me, it'd be amazing if they did like an eShop exclusive city trial game where it's not Kirby Air Ride, it's just city trial, and you can play online with people. That'd be amazing. But I don't see it happening anytime soon.
I really just don't understand why Nintendo. Okay, I think it's pretty fair to say a lot of people nowadays, everyone has friends. If you have the internet, you have friends. Yeah. There are no friendless for the most part. Okay.
That's just not true.
Shofu.
Huh?
Yeah, I mean that's true. We did bring up Felicify earlier. So.
Yeah. Okay. So I don't understand why Nintendo doesn't release online for games like Mario 3D World or that one Kirby fighting game, or even Return to Dreamland, the Kirby game where you can play as 4 people. It's always couch stuff, and I want that to change for the Switch, but it won't.
Bro, you know how these, man, I just don't get it either. It's 2017, my guy. Like, who the fuck's going outside hanging out with friends in person?
Yeah, I'm not going to my friends to play some Super Mario 3D World.
All right.
I want to do that from the comfort of my home.
But guys, don't you know you can take your Switch on the go and play anywhere?
No.
That makes it easier for local play.
That's gonna be the excuse.
Yeah, I'm sure it will be. That's why I brought it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well. All right. So then I guess we're in consensus. It's going to be the Kirby Fighter game, and Smash is not going to be there. All right. I'm taking the silence as yes.
I mean, I don't know.
All right. So we're going to move on really quick to talk about couple game announcements that happened since the last time we did the show. Dragon Quest Builders 2 was announced recently after the release of Dragon Quest 11, right, in Japan for 3DS and for PS4. Switch version is still not out yet. We don't know what's going on with that. There's still not a release date. I'm sure it's going to come to North America. It'll probably come here in 2 years. If not, doesn't really matter. You can just download it off the store. But at the event, they announced Dragon Quest Builders, which is basically Minecraft mixed with Dragon Quest, but it's better than that. I've actually played the original Dragon Quest Builders. I thought it was really good, and I think the sequel will be a good fit for the Switch. If you guys have any thoughts on that, chime in. But otherwise, we can move on to the next.
I'm excited for
announcement.
Did
you play the original?
I don't know if I'd buy the full price, but.
All right, so we're going to move on to the next
announcement. What the fuck just happened? Hello?
A lot of moments of silence during this episode. I'm not even going to bother cutting them out. It's just
Mike.
What?
Yeah, did you play the original? So I thought.
Oh no! Then I heard Zeph talk, so I stopped talking.
And then I stopped.
No,
right, well, okay. So the next thing I'm going to bring up is definitely going to leave everybody silent. Let's talk about Brawlout really quickly for Nintendo Switch. Brawlout, the eShop Smash Brothers ripoff. If anybody has anything to say, bring it up now. Otherwise, I'm moving to the next topic.
It's shit. It's shit. It's shit.
Okay, I'm going to ask you, Zeph. Is it better or worse than PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale?
At least PlayStation All-Stars didn't feel awkward to play. It just had horrible mechanics. Brawlout.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, that shit, like, it's so, the engine is bad and awkward. I don't know why it got released like that, but.
Hey, we're talking about Smash clones. I got some shit to say about the Smash clones.
Right? Oh, boy.
Oh, no.
Okay, well, let's go. Let's go.
All right, you know, then I went to Smash Con and I played Icons, all right? Now, even though Brawlout is dick, all right, At least the characters are unique, man. I played Icons. I'm just playing a fucking clone, bro. What's that one character with the gun?
Ray something.
I don't know his
Raymer?
fucking name. Why is he a
Raymer.
compilation of every fucking character in Smash 4? Why?
He's not.
Huh? So he doesn't. He has Sheik's down air. He has Zero Suit's F smash. He has Palutena's back air. He has Falco's up air. Like, what the fuck is that? What is that?
Samus in there.
That shit is dig. Why? There's just no way. If I'm gonna play that, I might as well just go on fucking Smash 4 and pick random. Like, I don't like that. There's
Smash didn't invent every single one of those animations. You just know them from Smash.
okay. I don't give a fuck. You're trying. It's a Smash clone, man. That's literally what it is.
That's
I'm
the
just
whole
calling
thing
it
with
what it is. I
platform
played the
fighters, though.
game, but at least some of the platform fighters have unique characters, bro. Like every single
guess, but
character I
even-
play, like I just don't understand why I play
Even
that
in
game if I
Rivals
can
of
play
Ether.
Smash Bros.
In Rivals of Ether, you give me a character, and I could point out like 6 of their moves.
Well, yeah,
or more from
obviously. I'm not
Smash.
saying that you can't. I'm saying
Yeah.
that there's still characters like Crag. Crag is unique. There's characters like I don't know.
Yeah, no, they have unique elements. I know that.
I didn't feel that when I played Icons at all. It's I got Marth, I got bootleg Ganondorf, I got
She's not even close to Ganondorf.
I don't care, man. That's how it feels when I play her. Listen to me. I'm trying to tell you how I
I
felt.
can't change that though.
Like Jesus.
If I give you apple juice and you say it tastes like orange juice, what do you want me to do?
No. You're bro. The way I felt playing Icons is okay. I got apple juice, and then I got this apple juice that's from a different apple. It's not the same apple, but it's still apple juice. That's what I. That's
Right,
how
I was just gonna say apples and orange. I mean, it's like juice is still juice. It can still be compared.
It's just I don't know. The characters I played, they literally all had some kind of I don't know. They didn't feel unique to me to even want to keep playing it. I don't know. It's I'm not talking about like the problems that we had with the game because it's still in alpha. I'm not gonna shit on the game too hard, but I'm talking about the current direction it is right now. I don't like it. It's just it doesn't seem like I'd play that game when Smash Bros is literally right there. Rivals is not identical to Smash Bros, so I can play Rivals. Brawl Out, even though it's not even a good game to me, at least there's some unique characters like the Frog. The Frog is unique. There's I don't know. It's just weird, man.
Yeah, I get you.
I
I haven't played Icons, so
you
I
guys
can't-
need to change something with the animations or something like. I don't get why I'm playing Marth in another game that's not even Smash.
Stuff is all still being worked on.
Well, yeah, I know that. That's why I'm not gonna be too hard on it.
Yeah,
I'm just
Yeah,
telling
so
you. I played it for a good 30 minutes, and I don't know. Maybe I should have played it longer or something.
I'm sure it would
So-
have helped if you saw more of the game, because like even stuff from the Evo trailer has changed in like the build that you had your hands on. So
Man, I don't know,
stuff is still in
man.
flux. When it hits beta, then you can like be a bit more critical of that stuff. I think.
All right, that's fun then. Yeah, I know you guys are still like changing a whole bunch of stuff, but I'm just
Beta's
what I
real soon
played,
too,
man,
huh?
it's
Beta's
just-
creeping up.
Oh man,
I just want to add in something with I can't remember her name, but the one that's somewhat like Ganon. One thing I noticed when you guys did your
Zana?
yes, Zana. I unfortunately didn't get to play it at SmashCon. I was going to, and they're like, "Oh, we're closing in an hour." I was like, "Oh, well, I can't play it." But then when I first saw her on their the live stream you guys did, I noticed that her air dodge is Ganon's, and like that to me seemed weird. And
yeah,
I mean,
that's,
obviously
that's
it's
an air
early.
dodge. Why do you need
I
to
can
copy an
change,
air
but when
dodge?
I saw, like,
animation?
The air dodge was almost the same as his. It just looked weird to me. Because I get like it's cool to draw like if that was the only thing that was similar to him, then like you're just drawing like something if someone played the game they'd know, but it's just like on top of everything else, it just comes off weird. That's why I understand like we're so
Yeah, I didn't know
It's
about
that's
that.
what I'm saying. Like, why are you copying air dodge animations? Like, that's just unnecessary entirely. Like, that doesn't need to be done.
No, and like we've heard that. So that was like part of the reason we've showed the game off early is we want people to like comment on stuff like that because it is in an early state. And part of what we went for was we wanted like our original 8 characters to feel familiar, but like you're not the only ones that said stuff like this. Like we've heard this from a lot of people is they don't want things to be that familiar, and so like we're working on that still. So
Yeah,
like
I mean-
things are gonna get changed. Like we wanted the first 8 characters to like feel fresh but still familiar, and like the feedback from a lot of people has been, it's too familiar right now.
Because I think what
So-
people were expecting, like me personally, I'm expecting, okay, you guys know what you're doing. You guys worked on PM, some of you guys. I thought you were gonna make a game similar to Smash, with unique characters or things added in that we would like dream of in a Smash game. I didn't expect to play the game just to be playing Marth 2.0. Like that shit threw me off. I'm like, wow, okay, so this is actually just Marth, or it felt like Marth to me.
Some of our characters are going to feel really familiar, and some of them are going to feel really new. That's basically what we're going for. Is we want the game to feel similar to Melee, a little bit, more accessible. Some of the stuff execution wise in Melee is a bit ridiculous, and that's why people's hands are falling apart. So like we want the game to feel close, like similar to Melee, similar to PM, but like still approachable to a lot of players. Like we've actually had a lot of Smash players or Smash 4 players specifically that have like really liked the game. So that tells us we're going in the right direction for that. So we want some characters to feel familiar. Beyond our first 8, things are gonna get a little bit crazier probably. But there's definitely going to be some unique stuff in the first 8 characters.
All right, so basically what Warchamp is saying is...
For example, we have revealed that one of our first 8 characters is going to be a weapon user that's not a sword. So
yeah, see, that's who I'm interested in.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's what I'm talking about. I was expecting to see cool stuff like that. I wasn't expecting...
That's going to be in our first 8 characters. Like, we're planning 8 characters for beta, so at least one of them is going to, be something that Smash hasn't really seen yet.
All right.
Okay,
hold on. D1 and if the game does not end up being like that, yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, okay, now D1 said in traditional fighters they have characters that fit a familiar archetype. Yeah, I get that part. Like I get that, but I don't know. It's not an archetype type thing. It's literally just the character. It's not like there's a sword character. There's a zoner, stuff like that. It's okay. This is Marth. We're gonna change some stuff around. This guy is just gonna slap some, like that one character literally feels like they just reached in their grab bag, man. Every animation I saw was familiar. It looked the same as another character's animation in another game, so it just threw me off. Like maybe it's literally just the animations that threw me off. Maybe it's just that, because playing the game it wasn't that bad, but seeing these animations that I see every single day in a new game that's not the game that I play every single day was just kind of weird. But I digress.
We've heard that feedback. We're working on stuff still. So.
All right. All I was going to say was that Warchamp, if the game isn't super original and people are unhappy with it, they can direct all their anger and hatred at @Warchamp7 on Twitter.com. So moving on. Actually, this is on the same topic because I wanted to talk about this a little bit because you guys were there. What was Super Smash Con like this year?
It was fun. It's always fun.
I liked it a lot.
So, like, were there any differences from the last year? Like, was something that you noticed, something that you liked, things that you didn't like, things that you want changed?
No.
I'm just curious because I didn't go this year, and I'm wondering if I should.
They need to spread out the goddamn setups, man.
Yeah. Like last year, the setups there was like where the setups were this year, and then there was a part next to where there were more setups for Wii U at least. And this time there was like a little Geico thing there, so like all the setups were in this one small area, which I didn't like, and then. They got more vendors, so there's more vendors. It's still like, to me, there's still the con part of Smash Con is still kind of lacking. There's a couple panels. There were good panels. There was only like a couple panels. There was a Smashy thing that happened, which was cool. I'm trying to think what else.
Was Japan Time there?
No.
Okay, so that's obviously something they can improve upon. So continue.
That'd be interesting. Probably could be PG, but that'd be interesting.
Hey, we're at C2E2, so we might just come through.
So I was gonna say is the one thing I really don't like about SmashCon every year during someone's bracket, there's like a live music performance at the same time. It's like it's hard enough to hear the game as is to have. Like I liked that during one of them, the second wave 2 of pools day 2, they like delayed it until the music was done, which was smart because like people are playing to advance in bracket and there's just like this whole music concert going at the same time. It's just really weird.
I heard a lot of stuff about the complaints for that.
It's too goddamn loud, man. I couldn't even hear myself talking to other people.
This was in the convention center or at the tournament area?
Both.
Yeah, like,
man.
The main stage is on one side and the same, like there's like the south wing and I can't remember what the other wing is called. It might just be north, but there's 2 wings. The main stage is on the far side of the south wing, and then like right before you get to the other wing is where the Wii U setups are. So it's not very far from the main stage where they're doing that.
He said it was so loud I couldn't see Shofu in the venue. And I was easily one of the tallest
That is
people in
crazy.
there. That's pretty
I
low,
didn't see
though.
you all weekend.
You guys talking about Smash?
I saw
Con?
you a
went
couple
AFK.
times actually, but you were busy
You
doing
didn't
stuff.
even say hi. What a piece of shit.
Huh? I just said you. Hey, you were occupied, man.
Yeah, I saw you, but you were like working, so I don't.
And
wanna
there
bother
it
you.
is. Nice
I was
talk.
working. I was just hanging out at the booth.
Okay, you were
Working
doing
on the game.
stuff. Okay,
That's all I did all weekend.
he was doing stuff.
All right.
Dang.
Whatever.
You guys should have
say.
said hello to your fellow co-host. That's kind of rude.
That's how I feel.
Okay,
Man.
but you were doing stuff.
Well, were there any specific matches you guys want to talk about then in terms of any of the tournaments that you want to bring up that you thought were particularly hype? What'd you think of the final results? This mostly let's focus on Smash 4 and Melee. So just any. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Nairo losing. I'm pretty sure it was round 1 of Phase 2 and running all the way back
It was
to win
round
the
2.
whole thing is okay. So round 2 of Phase 2 pools, he lost to Rydia, a Pikachu player from Florida, and still ran it all the way back through losers and made it and won the tournament, double eliminating Zero to do it. Like that's insane.
That's the only match.
Well, that was a set of matches. I thought that was really cool. Other than that, like when Nairo,
The only match I cared about was Salem versus Mistake and the dance they did at the beginning. Now that was kind of clean. Nobody
That's
saw
my
that.
boy Mistake though.
So he's your boy because he's Canadian.
Yeah,
That's it. That's the only
That's
reason
all.
he's your boy.
bro. You got like Midwest and like NorCal and SoCal and like the East Coast and all this shit. Up here, we got Canada.
The whole country, bro.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it is.
I mean, there's not much of a West Coast scene. I think Vancouver and I think there's like a BC scene.
I think they played PM and Melee once upon a time.
Hey, all that mattered was that dance, man. They choreographed the whole thing.
Apparently, Captain Zach choreographed it.
Yeah, he did.
That's what he said on Twitter. They fucked it up game 1 though.
Yeah, they got it right game 2, man.
They got it right game 2.
I'm missing something. Someone in the chat said.
Huh?
Someone in the chat just said, "Can we talk about the stupid crap that Esam just did? What did Esam do?"
I don't know.
It's Smash.
Okay, well then, we're gonna bring it up. I don't know what he did, and then a lot of other people are bringing up Zane. I mean, that's obviously one of the big
Who's
moments.
Zane?
Zane
Oh,
versus
Zane,
Esfand.
the Marth, right?
Yeah.
You could fucking set your clock to Smash Drama, dude.
Speaking of Smash Drama, there's a fight. There's a fight at SmashCon, bro.
Oh yeah.
Wait, what? Hold on.
There's a fist fight over
Static.
$20.
Wasn't it like Static
Oh,
Mania and somebody else? Or
Yeah,
whatever?
those 2 Florida Smash 4 players.
Yeah, it'd
In
be like
Florida,
that.
man, it's always Florida.
Yeah, it's always Florida.
Florida be on some type of shit, bro.
I don't really know the details, but I just know that they fought in the venue. They got
Yeah,
banned.
all I know
They
is
got
it
banned
was
from the
over
tournament.
$20.
Over $20?
They money matched each other. Someone refused to pay, and then someone started getting
that's not
aggressive. and
This is
some
apparently
shit.
not
No,
the
that was
first
the
time something happened.
that was the tweet longer, and it got deleted.
People fought last time too. Last year, as a matter of fact. Why are people always fighting a SmashCon, man?
I mean, it is a fighting game tournament convention.
Okay,
Stop.
so it's not. It's a Smash
Smash
Bros.
Bros. Isn't a fighting game.
Platform fighters.
Yeah, it's a platform fighter convention. I mean, it's bound to happen at some point. The only thing I watched during like anything outside of the tournaments was I saw that award ceremony. There was like some award ceremony for the Smash community, and I tuned in for literally 5 minutes because I was busy recording other videos. And all I saw was D1 running on stage, and then he was like basically asking, "What does Team YouPorn stand for?" And then he yelled "Yummy pepperonis," and then everybody else was like, "Woo!" And I went, "Oh, that was cool." And then I changed the channel.
The
I
only
went back
thing
to
I've
watching
seen,
One Piece.
only thing I've seen from SmashCon actually was D1 dancing on Twitter. That was about the only thing I
Yeah,
watched.
yeah.
I still need to watch the combo contest. That's like on my to-do list. Is to go watch that VOD.
The Smashies, that's what they were. The Smashies, thank you.
Yeah, the best
were
part
bringing
about the
up in the chat.
Smashies was Coney, pretty much.
No, the best part of the Smashies was Magic Scrumpy complaining about it and Papa Paint fucking nuking.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Oh, Chew that wrapped? Yeah, I'm glad I missed most of it.
Yeah. As somebody who was there at Apex the year he did that infamous rap to Leffen, I gotta say, man,
That was chilling. I said Chew
that. Oh, you said chew? I thought you said chillin'. I was gonna say that was very embarrassing.
Chillin'
I felt
rap
secondhand
battle as well.
embarrassment.
There was like a live rap battle that came on, and it's like after
Between Chew and Chillin'?
It was like Chew, Chillin', and Mike Hayes and someone else.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
I left before it started. I just like nah.
Yeah, you made the right move. Some silence.
I think Roger's mic broke.
Roger?
Yeah,
We can't do anything without the host.
He's dead. The show is mine.
Crazy.
Well, I don't know. I'm lost.
Hello?
The host died, man. There's nothing we could do.
Hey everyone, Roger's base here.
This is the end of Japan time.
Apparently, he said 1 sec.
We can cut this.
Can't cut it from the stream.
Okay.
Okay, hi.
All right, here we are. All right, we're back. We're back. See, this is what happens on the
man?
stream. You guys get. So, dude, the microphone was like acting weird. I was talking and you guys couldn't hear me. So
Hey,
I
how
like.
about you get a
I don't
new
know
one,
what was
though?
going on. I literally have a nice Rode microphone. I'm using my nice microphone today.
Nah, you're
Okay,
not.
you don't sound any different.
You sound exactly the
that
same
stinks
as
then.
yours, though.
That's a shame.
Get you a nice,
regardless-
get you a nice Shure like I got, man.
A nice what?
A Shure SM7B. It's a clean
Okay.
mic.
Sure.
It only costs
All right,
$400.
well, all right, 1 sec. Hold on. I'm gonna start a transition real quick. So just wait a sec. 3. All right. So moving away from SmashCon, I want to talk about one other thing that's sort of been on the mind of everybody who is either a Nintendo fan or even just a gamer right now, and that is Sonic Mania. Now, the game came out today. When we are recording this, today is August 15th. How many of you guys have played it already? How many of you have beat it? And sort of what are your thoughts on the game?
I bought it 24 hours ago and still haven't played it.
Really?
Yeah, I wanted to stream it, but I haven't been able to all day.
Weren't you watching spoilers on? Because you and I were like talking about stuff on Twitter,
I spoiled myself on 2 things only.
which we won't spoil here for people if
Yeah.
they haven't played it. Yeah. One in particular, that one boss you were talking about, is pretty incredible.
Yeah, it's
Like,
the
I
best part.
cannot believe they actually did that in the game.
Anyone else
That game
play
is
it?
crazy.
We talking about like the second one?
Sonic Mania. No.
I
one
don't
that
know
just
which
came out.
number boss it is, but
Yeah, the number boss.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
it
The
is, it
second
is.
one. Yeah, the second one.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Dominic, what were you going to say? You mentioned something about
going
Sonic?
on?
No, I said I
Good, Mike.
played it, beat it, got all the emeralds. Fantastic ass game.
Wait, you already got all the emeralds for
Yeah.
Sonic Mania? The game
Yeah.
came out today. Did you get a review copy?
No, I bought the Switch version last night and
This
Did
man
everything.
fiended.
What in the world?
streamed it
I mean-
all.
Didn't Silent Doom do the same thing?
I think he did, yeah.
He's
Yeah,
in
I'm
Europe,
pretty
though. It
sure.
came out
Yeah.
earlier for him.
I'm sure Kobe probably did too.
Probably, yeah.
I'm sure everyone
Silent Doom got it like 5 hours before us.
I have to wait. My game doesn't come out until Thursday, so I have the collector's edition for the Switch.
I just think it's awesome that this is sort of like the resurgence of Sonic, because I feel like Sonic has just been on this downward
that, yeah.
spiral. I mean, it's a good game. I mean, it's getting really good reviews. People are loving it.
No, this is a glorified fan game, buddy.
Okay, let's not get crazy on both sides.
I was going to say, it's canon. It is canon.
It's a good game. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying, like Christian Whitehead. Like this wasn't like a Sonic Team game. This was a Christian Whitehead game. This is like this is
my
like
point-
a super Sonic fanatic that knows how to make a Sonic engine made us like a mainline Sonic game instead of just like a mobile port.
Yeah, my point though is that Sonic Mania came out. It got really good reviews. The Sonic the Hedgehog Twitter's talking about how it's the best reviewed game since Sonic Advance. And then we're gonna get Sonic Forces.
Yeah.
And then what they'll probably end up
I'm
doing.
still excited for Sonic Forces. Hold up.
Well, okay, so why are you? What in any of that excites you?
Okay, so
Dareth is just the Sonic man. That's all you need to know.
No, but I'm curious. I want to know what makes you.
Okay,
what makes you excited for that game?
This boy enjoyed Sonic. What's the game?
Sonic Boom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you like Sonic Boom.
Oh
so
my
keep
God.
that
Hold
in
on,
mind.
wait, hold on. I played the whole game on stream. It took me 11 hours. I enjoyed
I'm
it
so
for the
sorry.
characters. Okay, the characters were good. The game
Nah,
was pretty
son.
bad.
Nah.
But I liked the writing
ain't
of the
my
characters,
mans.
so I kept playing.
The answer to that's just you watch the TV show then and throw the game out the
Oh, I
window.
love the TV show. The TV show is very good.
Yeah.
But
You like
back-
Sonic Boom though? That still is
I
unbelievable
like
to me.
the characters. The game itself is pretty bad, but the characters were good. Like Knuckles' dig ability, I didn't even know you could use that to like the very end of the game. I used it once.
I like Knuckles' flying ability in that game.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Where he jumps into infinity, he just flies up into the sky.
That stupid ass pause glitch that's in there that they patched out for some reason.
Didn't they reference that into the anime at some point?
Anime.
I call it the anime. I know it's not an anime. I'm sorry. You guys know what I'm an anime YouTuber, so it's like I'm used to just calling cartoons anime. I apologize.
I don't know. I didn't watch it.
All right. Well, I think that's gonna wrap up our show then, because that's
I didn't even talk about Sonic Forces.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. This is going to be you know what? Since Ricky had to drop out last minute because he had diarrhea in that hospital bathroom, I want the Ricky story of the week. I want the Ricky story of the week to be McDareth's take on why he thinks this is going to be the greatest game of all time.
Okay.
You have 2 minutes to go.
You have a lot of pressure here.
Greatest game of all time. So I'm just excited because I like the formula they use in Generations. They're taking that. They're for one, Sonic Team isn't doing Sonic Team and saying, "Hey, we have this thing that works. Let's just throw it out the window. It doesn't matter. Make something brand new that won't stick." So they're taking something that worked and then they're just adding to it. So they're like, "Hey, let's take Generations. Let's take Modern Sonic, Classic Sonic. Let's make new stages instead of just remixing old stages, and then let's add in this character creation thing because I guess DeviantArt needs something." Okay. But it's even still, I think it's gonna be cool if you make your own. You've never made a Sonic character, you can make your own character, and then you can play with Sonic. And then all the I didn't even think they put the Lost World. They have the Lost World villain in there. They have Shadow. They have Chaos, and then they have Infinite. So a bunch of cool enemies in the game. So I want to see how that works out. And also, there's music, so I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited to play as Ronix the Mongoose.
That's my boy.
I'm frightened by some of those characters that are going to be made. Like, I know there's going to be some weird, disgusting characters that are made using that content creator. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. We just got a message from Ricky, who apparently is here still, even though he's having diarrhea on the toilet in the hospital. And he said, "Hold up while I pull up this DM." So this is Ricky's message to McDareth. "Hey, McDareth, my boy, my homie, and my biological son.
Wait.
I've been meaning to talk to you about something
Wait,
vital."
Roger, wait.
Huh?
Wait.
What are we waiting for?
I think, isn't McDareth supposed to read this?
No, it says, "Hey, McDareth."
No, I'm reading it it says, "Hey, McDareth." It's definitely...
I'm saying wait the biological son part. This wasn't told to me.
All right, well, you're apparently his biological son, so listen.
Okay,
It says,
go. Okay, I was confused.
"Something pressing that can't be stalled for even one more moment. It's something I want to talk to you about. I want to talk to you about your dreams. Have you achieved them? All those grand aspirations of becoming someone who could change the world? Are you tired of being a cog in somebody else's machine, only helping them to realize their ends? What if I told you that I had an opportunity that could revolutionize your life? What if I said that there is a way for you to become the man on top, and all you have to do is summon the courage to betray those that you love? Have you heard of multi-level marketing? It is a certified way to potentially make hundreds of millions of dollars by simply utilizing your already established Facebook network and family who will become distributors of my product. For everyone you sign up, they have a chance to make money, but you have a chance to manage them as your team and buy wholesale from me. What do you say? Much love, Ricky Cocaine."
What?
This is all so sudden.
Well, you better
So
decide now.
Are you going to basically be a drug mule for Ricky Cocaine?
Sweet.
I don't know if my conscience allows me to do this.
What do you
You
mean?
need to be on record publicly
It's a yes or no
and
question.
say mule for Ricky Cocaine. You have to say yes.
I'm sorry, Papa. I have to say no.
All right.
You didn't just say that.
then-
Yeah. There's just no way.
I mean, if you say no, Ricky might come for you next week. Or 2 weeks from now. It won't be next week. It'll be 2 weeks from now.
Then why ask a question? You can just demand it.
It's a question to sort of like give you the opportunity to say the right thing before he comes after you.
Nah, but if it's a question, then no should be a fine answer without death.
Nah.
All right, well, we're going to end the show here, and next episode, do not expect to see McDareth, and we'll talk to you guys later. Bye!
That's crazy.